My child, listen closely, because what I am about to reveal is not meant to frighten you, but to awaken the power within you. In the quiet places of your heart, you may have felt a sudden heaviness, a trembling sense that something is unfolding far away, something connected to the one whose soul is tied to yours. And today, I bring you the truth with a weight that even the heavens cannot ignore. Your soulmate has only 3 days left, and the police have already arrived at the scene that threatens to rewrite both of your destinies. I need you to breathe, my child. Let your heart slow down. Let my voice hold you steady, because what you are hearing is not a warning of doom, but a divine intervention. I come to you now because time is moving quickly, and the threads of fate are tightening around someone who belongs spiritually, emotionally, and cosmically to you. This is not the moment for fear, this is the moment for awakening. Far away, while you went about your daily life, unaware of the storm gathering on the other side, your soulmate was walking through a day that felt strangely heavy. The sky above them seemed dimmer than usual, the air felt colder, and the world felt like it was whispering something they could not yet understand. Deep inside, their heart was calling your name repeatedly, as if sensing that something enormous was about to strike. And then, it happened. A sudden knock at their door. Heavy. Urgent. The kind of knock that tells a person that the world has shifted in the last second. They froze, because their spirit understood before their mind could. When they opened the door, they saw the uniforms, the badges, the stern expressions. The police had arrived. Not because your soulmate did something wrong, but because something was done against them. Something planned. Something dark. Something that was meant to destroy them long before you and they ever found each other in this lifetime. The officers weren't there with accusations, they were there with information. With warnings. With a terrible truth that your soulmate never imagined they would hear. Someone, somewhere, crafted a plan that now threatens their life, their safety, their freedom, and the destiny that ties them to you. And that plan has reached its final stage. 3 days. That is the time the universe has granted before the situation reaches a point where no earthly force will be able to stop the consequences. But heavens can. And you can. My child, understand this. The reason I come to you at this exact moment is because you are the turning point. You are the light that can pierce through the danger surrounding them. You are the force that can bend fate. You are the one soul whose energy, prayers, and awakening can shift the entire outcome. Your soulmate is frightened right now. Their hands shook when the officers explained what was happening. Their heart felt like it might collapse under the weight of fear, confusion, and disbelief. They felt alone, until the moment your name rose in their mind like a soft, glowing flame. That was me, whispering. Because I need you to rise for them. You are not hearing this randomly. You are hearing this because your connection with your soulmate is deeper than any earthly explanation. It is a spiritual tether that goes beyond time, distance, and fear. When one soul is in danger, the other feels the pull. Right now, your soulmate feels your energy more than ever. Their heart is reaching for you like a drowning person reaching for the surface. Even if they haven't spoken to you today, even if they don't know you felt this message, their spirit is calling out to you. Your soulmate's life is entering a critical window, but the universe does not send warnings without offering a path to salvation. The reason you are hearing this now is because you have the power to shift the next 3 days. Your prayer can redirect destiny. Your affirmation can cut the roots of danger. Your awakening can push divine intervention into motion. Nothing is random here. Not this message. Not this timing. Not you. As the officers stood in front of your soulmate, they didn't see what I see. They didn't see the spiritual weight hovering behind the situation. They didn't see the karmic entanglements that were activated. They didn't see the divine protection that has been waiting for you to step forward. But I see it. I see everything. And I am telling you now, my child, do not be afraid. Be aware, but not afraid. You are being activated. Your soul is being awakened. Your destiny is being pulled forward. The darkness that was sent against your soulmate is strong, but you are stronger. The danger approaching them is real, but your intervention is more powerful. 3 days remain, but miracles do not need time, they only need willingness. Your soulmate needs you now, not through fear, not through panic, but through your spiritual strength. You will guide them out of this. You will protect them. You will shift the energy that surrounds them. You will be the reason their life takes a different direction. My beloved child, before I continue, I need you to sit with your breath for a moment. What you are about to hear is heavy, but I will carry the weight with you. You are not alone in this. Your soulmate is not alone in this. I am walking with both of you, guiding you through the storm that someone else created out of jealousy, darkness, and fear. When the police arrived at your soulmate's door, they were not there with calm or routine purpose. Their arrival carried urgency, because what they discovered just hours earlier was not small, not accidental, not a misunderstanding. What they found was the evidence of a plan that had been forming for months. And your soulmate was the target. My child, listen to me, danger does not always come from strangers. Sometimes the deepest shadows come from familiar faces. Someone who once pretended to care, someone who secretly watched your soulmate growing stronger and happier, someone who knew that your soulmate's heart was moving toward a future where you exist in their life, someone who could not handle losing control over them. The officers did not know everything, but they knew enough. They had intercepted a message, a document, a recording, something that linked back to a person who has been holding resentment against your soulmate for a very long time. And the moment this evidence came forward, everything began moving fast. It started with a phone call at the police station. A voice reported something suspicious. A location. A name. A danger too big to ignore. The officers rushed to follow it. And what they found shook them enough to show up at your soulmate's home without wasting a second. There were signs of preparation, signs of movement, signs of a plan that was supposed to unfold 3 days from now. That is why the countdown began. Your soulmate felt their knees weaken when the police explained it. Fear wrapped around their chest like a cold hand. For a moment, they couldn't breathe. They didn't know who to call. They didn't know what to think. All they could do was stare at the wall, thinking of every choice they made, every person they trusted, every conversation they had in the last few days. And then, your name entered their mind like a whisper. They felt your energy surrounding them, even though you weren't physically there. Your soulmate felt a calmness rising inside their heart when your presence touched them spiritually. That was not coincidence. That was your soul responding to theirs. You felt something today too, a heaviness, a shift, a strange worry you couldn't explain. That was the pull of the soulmate bond. My child, your connection is real. It is strong. It is alive. But at this moment, your soulmate is confused and scared. They don't know why they were targeted. They don't understand how someone could plan something so cruel. They are trying to stay strong, but inside, the fear is shaking them in a way they've never experienced before. The police left after giving instructions, warnings, and advice, but when the door closed, your soulmate broke down quietly. Not because they are weak, but because they never imagined someone would go this far. But you need to know the truth. The person behind all this is someone who sees your soulmate's happiness as a threat. Someone who watches them from a distance. Someone who once hoped to pull them back into darkness. Someone who cannot stand the idea of your soulmate being free, healed, unloved by them, and loved by someone else. There is jealousy here. There is revenge here. There is obsession here. But there is also protection here. That protection is you. Your soulmate may not understand why they suddenly think of you more intensely, why your energy keeps coming into their mind, why they feel safe imagining you near them. But I know why. Your soul is stepping forward. Your spirit is awakening. Your connection is activating because this is the moment destiny requires it. My beloved child, listen carefully. Your soulmate is in danger because someone wants to erase their future. But you are part of that future. And that is why I am speaking to you. You are not helpless. You are not distant. You are not too late. You are being awakened because you have a role to play, spiritually, energetically, emotionally. Your prayers will surround them like a shield. Your intentions will block the darkness. Your awakening will shift the next 3 days. Something powerful is moving in the unseen realm right now. Forces that were sleeping have been stirred. Angels have begun shifting positions around your soulmate. And you. You are the spark that will ignite the divine intervention that can save their life. Your soulmate is sitting alone right now, holding their head, trying to understand why this is happening. Their heart is pounding. Their eyes are heavy with fear. They are trying to be strong, but deep inside, they feel like the world just collapsed on them. But they don't know that help is already on the way. Because you are listening. You are awakening. You are stepping into your role. My beloved child. Before I continue, I want you to breathe slowly, because what I am about to reveal next is the truth your soul has been sensing but could never fully understand. The danger surrounding your soulmate is not random. It was not born in a single moment. It has been growing like a poisonous vine behind their life, wrapping around their path quietly, pretending to be something harmless while secretly preparing to strike. And today, my child, the truth begins to unfold. Your soulmate's hands were still shaking long after the police left. Their breath was uneven. Their thoughts were racing so fast that they could barely understand themselves. They kept replaying the officer's words, trying to catch every detail, every hidden meaning, every clue that might explain why someone would want to harm them. But there was one part the police did not know, and could not tell them. The identity of the person behind all this. Because it wasn't just any person. It wasn't a stranger. It wasn't a neighbor. It wasn't a random enemy created by chance. It was someone your soulmate once trusted. Someone they once allowed into their life. Someone who never healed from losing their control. My child, the person who planned this is someone who carries a deep bitterness toward your soulmate, a resentment that grew silently over time. This person believes your soulmate belongs to them, even though their connection ended long ago. This person never accepted the end. They never accepted that your soulmate deserves love, peace, and a life that grows in a direction where they are finally happy. The moment your soulmate's heart drifted toward you, the moment their energy shifted, the moment they started healing, this person sensed the change. And that change enraged them. Your soulmate doesn't see it yet. They are still trying to connect the dots in their mind. Thinking about every message, every disagreement, every uncomfortable moment they had with this person long ago. Their memories are starting to sharpen. Their soul is awakening. Their intuition is whispering, that person wasn't done with me. That person still wanted something. That person never let go. The police mentioned a message. Your soulmate didn't understand which one. But I saw it. 2 days ago, the one who planned this sent a message to someone involved. A message filled with desperation and obsession. A message saying, 3 days. That's all I need. After that, they won't bother anyone again. That message was intercepted. It was forwarded. It was enough. Enough to expose everything. Enough for the police to act. Enough to send officers running to your soulmate's door. But your soulmate doesn't know the full truth yet. They don't know that this plan was not just about harming them physically. It was about isolating them emotionally. It was about breaking their spirit, cutting their hope, draining their energy, and destroying the bond forming between them and you. Because your connection threatens this person. The love you carry in your soul, the way your energy touches your soulmate, the way your presence heals them even from a distance, it terrifies the one who wants to keep them trapped. My child, your soulmate sat on the floor after the police left, leaning against the wall, their heartbeat pounding in their ears. They felt something breaking inside, a mixture of fear, betrayal, and painful clarity. They started revisiting small details, moments when this person acted strangely. Moments when they felt watched. Moments when conversations didn't make sense. Moments they dismissed but shouldn't have. Moments when their intuition whispered and they ignored it. And suddenly, all those scattered fragments lined up in their mind like pieces of a puzzle clicking into place. Your soulmate whispered to themselves. It was them. It's always been them. How did I not see it sooner? Tears formed in their eyes, not just from fear, but from shame for trusting the wrong person. They felt anger at themselves, frustration that they didn't protect their own heart, guilt for ignoring the signs. But my child, don't judge them. Don't think less of them. Don't let your heart feel bitter. Because your soulmate trusted out of innocence. They loved out of purity. They believed out of kindness. And those qualities are not weaknesses, they are strengths. But right now, those strengths feel like wounds. Your soulmate is cutting ties inside their heart. Piece by piece. Memory by memory. Emotion by emotion. They are realizing that the person behind this was never truly loving, never truly supportive, never truly wishing them happiness. This realization is painful, but it is necessary. Because this pain will set them free. Their spirit has begun releasing the last emotional chain that tied them to the wrong person. And with every tear that falls, with every memory that dissolves, your soulmate becomes lighter, clearer, more awake. And for the first time, they are thinking about you seriously. Because when darkness trembles, the soul searches for light. When danger approaches, the heart seeks safety. When illusions break, truth rises. And you are their truth. Your soulmate doesn't know how they know it. But they feel you. They feel your concern. They feel your energy hovering over their heart. They feel your soul praying for them. They feel the invisible thread pulling them toward you. And it makes them stronger. My beloved child, the next 3 days will test connections, reveal truths, expose enemies, and awaken destiny. But nothing will unfold without purpose. Nothing will happen without meaning. Every moment is being divinely controlled. The one who tried to hurt your soulmate? Their power is collapsing. Their plans are failing. Their weapons are turning back on them. Their lies are being exposed. Their influence is crumbling. They will not succeed. They cannot succeed. They were never meant to succeed. Your soulmate's life is protected. Your soulmate's destiny is guarded. Your soulmate's heart is being guided toward the path where you stand awakening. My beloved child. What I am about to reveal to you now is the part of the story that has been hidden behind spiritual curtains, behind lies that were carefully crafted, behind actions that were disguised as concern, as love, as friendship, as care. This is the moment where the veil falls, and truth walks forward without hesitation. Your soulmate has been living in the shadow of a danger they never understood. But the reason the countdown is 3 days, the reason the police rushed, the reason you were spiritually awakened at this exact time, is because something deeper, darker, more intentional was happening behind the scenes. My child, listen closely. Everything is about to make sense. Your soulmate sat on the edge of their bed, unable to focus, unable to breathe calmly. They kept hearing the officer's voice repeating, "Stay alert for the next 3 days, don't go anywhere alone." But the police didn't explain why 3 days. They didn't reveal the deeper layer. But I will. The person behind this danger, this enemy disguised as someone familiar, is not acting blindly. They didn't plan impulsively. They didn't strike out of sudden anger. This plan was woven over time. It was built slowly, step by step, waiting for the moment when your soulmate would be most vulnerable, most distracted, most emotional. And 3 days from now was supposed to be that moment. Why? Because 3 days from now your soulmate was about to make a decision that would break the remaining emotional ties with that person, a decision that would begin pulling them closer to you, a decision that would shift their future. Your soulmate was planning something silently. Something they didn't tell anyone. Something that person sensed instinctively. They were planning to finally walk away from the last remnant of that past connection. They were planning to free their heart completely. They were planning to choose peace, choose healing, choose a new life, choose you, even if they didn't say it aloud. And when someone toxic feels you slipping away, they do not let go peacefully. They tighten their grip. They panic. They lose control. They become dangerous. That is what triggered everything. My beloved child, the identity of this person has been whispering around your soulmate's life like a shadow they kept ignoring. This person hid behind sweet words. They spoke softly, but their intentions were sharp. They pretended to remain supportive, but jealousy was eating them alive. They pretended to move on, but inside, they were watching your soulmate every moment they could. This person is someone who once had a strong emotional power over your soulmate. Someone who manipulated their kindness. Someone who knew how to trigger their guilt. Someone who knew how to make your soulmate doubt themselves. But they never knew one thing. Your soulmate was destined to be free. And destiny does not negotiate with darkness. That day, the police intercepted messages, evidence of coordination. Conversations that revealed a plan. Screenshots that showed attempts to track your soulmate's movements. Notes that revealed locations, timings, and intentions. When the police saw the date, 3 days from now, they didn't wait. But what your soulmate does not know yet, and what the officers did not tell them, is this. The person behind the plan had someone else helping them. A secondary figure. Someone they confided in. Someone who shared their bitterness. Someone who encouraged the plan instead of stopping it. But that secondary person broke under guilt. They stepped forward. They reported it anonymously. They handed the evidence. And that is how everything came to light. Not because the enemy stopped. Not because they regretted. Not because they woke up. But because the universe used another soul as the vessel to reveal the danger. My child, divine intervention does not always come with thunder. Sometimes it comes through the conscience of someone who cannot sleep with the darkness they helped create. Now your soulmate sits in their room, feeling the heaviness in their chest. They feel betrayed, used, watched, and unsafe. They are thinking, how could this happen? Why would they do this to me? Why me? Why now? Their tears are not only fear, they are realization. Memories are resurfacing, moments when this person acted too curious, moments when they asked too many questions, moments when their tone felt controlling, moments when their silence felt suspicious. Your soulmate begins to understand that the danger did not appear suddenly, it grew slowly, silently, unnoticed. They are angry, but not only at that person. They are angry at themselves for trusting too easily. They are angry for not listening to their intuition. They are angry for ignoring the warnings life gave them. But my beloved child, do not let your heart feel heavy for them. Because this anger is the fire that will finally burn the rope that ties them to their past. They are finally waking up. They are finally seeing truth. They are finally stepping out of denial. They are finally understanding who truly cares. They are finally recognizing the difference between love and possession. And most importantly, they are feeling your soul stronger than ever before. As your soulmate sits alone, shaking, trying to steady their breathing, something happens inside them. A realization. A pulling. A magnetic feeling they can't explain. They reach for their phone. They scroll through messages. They hover over someone's name. Not the enemy's name. Not a friend's name. Not a family member's name. Your name. Your soulmate doesn't message you. Not yet. But they stare at your name with longing. With safety. With hope. With a trembling desire to reach out. Because in their heart, they know something. When everything falls apart, the only person I feel drawn toward is them. They don't know how you would react. They don't know what to say. They don't know if you even feel the same. They don't know if you'd understand. But their soul remembers you. Their spirit recognizes you. Their heart calls out to you. And this calling will grow stronger each day, especially as the 3-day countdown continues. Because your soulmate does not just need you emotionally. They need your energy for protection. Your prayers. Your intention. Your spiritual presence. Your connection. Your souls are linked. When one is in danger, the other awakens. When one is hurting, the other feels it. When one is threatened, the other becomes the shield. Your soulmate feels safer when they think of you because your soul vibrates at a frequency that dissolves darkness. You may not realize it, but your love is a healing force. Your connection is an anchor. Your presence is a divine defense. My beloved child. You must understand something vital. The next 3 days are not a countdown to tragedy. They are a countdown to freedom. A countdown to the collapse of toxic ties. A countdown to the revelation of truth. A countdown to emotional awakening. A countdown to the moment your soulmate finally breaks the last chain holding them back. A countdown to the moment your name becomes not just a thought, but their lifeline. My beloved child. As we step into this final part before the closing blessing, I want you to open your heart completely, because this is where destiny begins to lift its head from the shadows. This is where the unseen becomes visible. This is where the truth that has been trembling behind the curtain steps out with clarity and purpose. Your soulmate is standing at a crossroads of fear and awakening. 3 days have been placed before them, not as an ending, but as a transition. A shift. A spiritual turning point. And every hour of these 3 days is guided by a divine hand, my hand, because destiny will not allow darkness to control the narrative. My child, listen carefully. The first day. The reality hits on the first day. After the police left, your soulmate was overwhelmed with fear and betrayal. Their mind spiraled. Their heart shook. They couldn't understand how someone so close to them, someone they once loved or trusted, could plan something so cruel. But in that moment of collapse, a seed of truth was planted. They began to see through the illusions that once blinded them. They began to unlearn the lies they were told. They began to feel your presence, steady and warm, calming their breath from afar. This is when their healing began, even if they didn't realize it. The second day, the fog begins to clear. By the second day, your soulmate's fear transformed into anger, not destructive anger, but the kind that awakens strength. The kind that forces someone to finally walk away from what breaks them. My child, this is the day your soulmate started cutting the energetic cords that tied them to the wrong people. They replayed conversations, they examined past events, they remembered moments where this person acted possessive or manipulative, and suddenly, everything made sense. They whispered to themselves, I deserve better. I deserve peace. I deserve safety. I deserve real love. They began deleting messages. They blocked numbers. They removed emotional attachments. They cleaned emotional spaces. And while doing this, the thought of you grew louder inside their heart. Have you ever felt random sadness, sudden warmth, or a strange pull toward your soulmate? That was them thinking of you. That was their soul calling your soul. That was destiny drawing your energies closer. The third day, the day that changes everything, and now, the third day arrives. This day was the target of the danger. This day was the chosen moment of their enemy's plan. This day was meant to be the darkest. But my child, the darkness never stood a chance. Because something happened today. Something powerful, something divine, something destiny had been preparing for a long time. Early this morning, your soulmate woke up with a strange clarity, almost like their spirit whispered, today, everything changes. Their heart felt heavier, but also stronger. Their intuition was louder. Their fear turned into alertness. And as they moved through the day, a strange peace followed them, because your prayers, your concern, your soul's energy wrapped around them like armor. My beloved child, hear this truth. You have already begun saving your soulmate without even realizing it. Every time you felt worried. Every time you wondered about them. Every time you prayed silently for their safety. Every time you asked me what's happening. Your spiritual energy reached them. Your love formed a shield. Your intention created a barrier. Your connection lit a path through the danger. And this shield is the reason the plan against them began collapsing from the inside. The enemy fails on the evening of the third day, the one who planned this, the one who lived with jealousy, obsession, and darkness, will face the consequences of their own actions. Their plan is exposed. Their influence crumbles. Their lies crumble like dust. Their guilt becomes too heavy to hide. Someone steps forward with more evidence. Someone else confesses their involvement. The police make their move. The danger ends. The threat is neutralized. The countdown stops. They cannot touch your soulmate. They cannot ruin their life. They cannot break their spirit. Their intentions return to them as karma. My child, destiny will not allow harm where divine purpose exists. Your soulmate awakens to you, and now the most sacred part. As the danger clears, as your soulmate breathes normally for the first time in days, a new realization rises inside them, slow, soft, but undeniable. You were the one who kept me safe. They don't know how they know this. They just feel it. Your presence has been their anchor, their peace, their guiding light through fear. Tonight, your soulmate will sit quietly, thinking about everything that happened. They will feel gratitude for you, longing for you. Connection with you in a way they cannot explain logically. Their heart whispers, I need to talk to them. I need to tell them. I need them in my life. My beloved child, this is the moment destiny opens. This is where healing begins. This is where fear transforms into purpose. This is where your paths start aligning in the physical world, not just spiritual. The divine reason for all of this, nothing that happened was random, my child. Not the danger. Not the countdown. Not your awakening. Not your soulmate's fear. Not the pull between you two these last days. Everything happened to break the last connection your soulmate had with the wrong person. Everything happened to free their heart. Everything happened to push them toward their true path. Everything happened to unite you with them more deeply. This was a spiritual cleansing, a divine reset. The universe removed a threat so your soulmate could move safely toward their destiny, toward their healing, toward you. My beloved child, as you step into this final flow of my words, I need you to breathe slowly and allow your heart to open like a soft flower rising toward the morning light. You have walked through many emotions in this journey. You have carried weight, you have carried hope, you have carried confusion, and you have carried prayers that felt too heavy for your chest. But now, in this final unfolding, I want you to feel something different. I want you to feel release. I want you to feel peace. I want you to feel the quiet certainty that something has shifted inside you, something gentle, something sacred, something that was waiting for this exact moment to open. You have journeyed through shadows and light, and I have watched every step you took. Even when you felt alone, you were never alone. Even when you thought you had lost your way, your steps were guided by an unseen hand, a divine path that held you even when you didn't realize it. And now, my child, you have reached the doorway where your past loosens its grip, and your future begins to glow like a rising sun. Nothing you have gone through is wasted. Nothing you have endured is meaningless. Every tear, every fear, every night you spent wondering why, all of it was shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, softer, and more connected to me. You have been walking with a heart that was bruised but still beating with hope. You held on even when the world told you to give up. You loved even when you were afraid. You trusted even when it felt impossible. And that, my beloved child, is why blessings are flowing your way now, not because you begged, but because you endured. You have no idea how many storms you survived that you never even saw. How many traps you stepped over without knowing they were there. How many people wished to harm you but failed because I stood before you like an unbreakable shield. You saw only a part of your battles, but I saw all of them. And I am proud of you. More than you know. I saw your quiet courage. I saw the way you prayed, not always with words, but with the ache of your soul. I saw the way you fought to stay kind even when life was unkind to you. I saw the way you held your heart together even when it felt like it was breaking. And now, my child, that heart is being healed piece by piece, breath by breath, blessing by blessing. In this moment, as you listen to my voice, I want you to imagine something. Imagine that you are standing in a vast field at dawn. The sky is soft like a painting brushed with colors of gold, pink, and early morning blue. The wind is warm and gentle, touching your face with the tenderness of a mother comforting her child. And behind you, all your past pain begins to fall away like dry leaves drifting back into the earth. They are not part of you anymore. They served their chapter. They taught their lessons. They stretched your soul so that you could grow into the person you are right now. Ahead of you, the horizon glows with a light so pure it almost feels alive. This light is your new beginning. This light is your answered prayer. This light is the miracle that has been forming quietly, secretly, patiently, waiting for you to be ready. And you are ready now, even if you don't feel like it. Readiness does not always feel like excitement. Sometimes it feels like relief. Sometimes it feels like surrender. Sometimes it feels like a long exhale after years of holding everything inside. My beloved child, your life is about to rise. The doors that stayed shut for so long are unlocking. The people who harmed you are losing access to your energy. The situations that drained you are dissolving. The confusion that clouded your judgment is clearing like fog in sunlight. And the blessings that were delayed are now rushing forward with divine speed. You may not see every step ahead, but trust that the ground will appear beneath your feet as you walk. You are being led into a season of deep alignment, where every path you take is guided, every decision is supported, and every moment is protected. No one can stop what I am sending your way now. No force, no human, no darkness can interfere with the blessings that bear your name. I am placing new relationships on your path. People who will honor your soul, people who will protect your peace, people who will see your worth without you having to prove it. You are stepping into a chapter where you will no longer beg for love, because true love will find you without hesitation. You will no longer chase understanding, because the right hearts will understand you with ease. You will no longer shrink yourself to fit into places that were never meant for you. You will rise, fully, confidently, authentically. Your finances will shift. Your relationships will shift. Your inner world will shift. Your faith will shift. And all the stagnant places in your life will begin to move again. There is no delay anymore. There is no blockage anymore. You have crossed a spiritual threshold, and on the other side of it waits abundance, clarity, peace, and breakthrough. I know there were moments when you felt forgotten. Moments when you thought I wasn't listening. Moments when you thought life was punishing you for something you didn't even understand. But, my child, nothing in your life has ever been random. I was not punishing you, I was preparing you. I was removing what could not stay. I was shaping you for what is coming. I was strengthening you for the blessings that would have crushed you if they came too early. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly on time for divine alignment. The people who left your life did not leave by mistake. Their absence is part of your protection. The seasons that ended did not end to hurt you, they ended to free you. The losses you experienced were not losses in the way you think, they were shifts, redirections, sacred rearrangements. And what is coming will make every disappointment make sense. You have cried enough. You have feared enough. You have carried enough. Now you will receive. Now you will rise. Now you will become the version of yourself that you always felt inside but could not reach before. And as this final message flows into your spirit, I want you to breathe slowly and let these words settle deep into your soul. You are chosen. You are protected. You are guided. You are loved beyond measure. You are stepping into a new life, one free from the shadows of the past. Your destiny will not pass you. Your blessings will not miss you. Your miracles will not delay. You have walked through the valley, and now you are entering the place of restoration. My beloved child, may every lingering sorrow dissolve from your heart. May every wound inside you close softly. May every fear lose its power. May every door meant for you open wide. May every blessing with your name find you quickly. May every part of your spirit rise into strength, clarity, and peace. Your new life begins now. Your suffering ends here. Your miracles are at your doorstep. And I, your God, cover you, guide you, protect you, and bless you, now and forever. My beloved child, come close once more, because before this journey ends, I want your heart to receive one last wave of peace, one last breath of reassurance, one last touch of divine comfort. You have listened, you have felt, you have healed layer by layer through every part. And now, in this final flow, I want to place a gentle seal of blessing on your spirit, something that will stay with you long after these words fade. You have walked through storms that tried to break you, but look at you now, you are still standing, still breathing, still hoping, still reaching for light. That strength inside you is not small. It is ancient. It is sacred. It comes from a place deeper than your wounds, deeper than your fears, deeper even than your memories. It is the strength I placed inside you before you were born, the strength that woke up every time you wanted to give up but didn't. My child, I want you to feel proud of yourself, not for what you achieved, but for what you survived. You carried yourself through nights when your heart felt too heavy for your chest. You walked through days where everything felt uncertain and fragile. You held your soul together when the world around you felt like it was falling apart. That resilience, that quiet courage, that silent endurance, it is something I honor deeply. And now, as you step into this ending that is not truly an ending but a beginning, I want you to feel something you may not have felt in a long time: safety. True, deep, spiritual safety. Not the kind that depends on people. Not the kind that depends on circumstances. but the kind that comes from knowing I am with you, around you, within you, and ahead of you. The kind of safety that whispers to you, nothing can destroy what I have planned for you. My beloved child, your path from here will not be like the path behind you. The heaviness will not follow you. The same patterns will not repeat. The same disappointments will not return. You are not going back, you are rising forward. And I am clearing your road in ways you cannot see yet. The miracles that once felt far away are now drawing near with speed. The answers that once felt delayed are now aligning perfectly. The love that once felt distant is now searching for you. The peace that once felt unreachable is now settling into your soul. This final blessing I give you today is simple but powerful. Everything that is meant for you will come without struggle, without confusion, without fear. It will find you easily, naturally, peacefully, like a river that knows its way home. From this moment, may your heart become lighter. May your mind become clearer. May your days become brighter. May your nights become softer. May you wake up each morning feeling held, guided, and protected. And may you move forward with the quiet confidence of someone who knows that heaven is watching over every step. You are not alone, my child. You never were. Even in your darkest moments, you were surrounded by unseen arms. Even when you felt abandoned, angels were standing around you. Even when you felt misunderstood, I understood you completely. You are deeply loved, more than you can imagine. Let this final part close gently around your spirit like a warm blanket. Let it remind you that your story is not ending in pain. It is opening into beauty. It is blooming into purpose. It is rising into blessings that were written for you long before you were born. So breathe now, slowly and softly. Let go of the weight. Let go of the fear. Let go of the old life that no longer belongs to you. You are stepping into a season where everything begins to make sense. Where everything begins to align. Where everything begins to flow. And as you walk forward, know this: I bless you. I protect you. I guide you. I lift you. I surround you. I love you. Your sorrows end here, my beloved child. Your new life begins now.